Happy Friday, folks. Hope you're having a good afternoon, evening, wherever you happen to be on the planet. My name is Joel Duggan, and this is the Citadel. Looks like we have to sleep to get through the night. And it's a survival server where I do geeky stuff in Minecraft with my friends. And we are currently in the medieval town that I've been building over the last few months. For several months, actually. It's been quite a while. And we are in the blacksmith shop where we were sleeping. And the last time we were online, oh, I have a note. Rockets for Joel, the Pancake Man, from Cosmic the Flightless Bird. Okay. Ooh, wow. Thank you, Cosmic. We shall put those away right now. But the last time we were here, we were working on this church. And this church has been kicking my butt. I was not happy with I shouldn't say that, the tower. I'm not happy with the tower. The inside of the church is just fine. This is fine. Windows are good. Outside roof is good. Inside the tower is a little bit weird. And then outside the tower, I've switched back to just be plain stone, with the exception of this wall, because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do here. So, all that said, I think what I want to do is I want to sort out the curtain wall first, and that will leave us with whatever detail left visible. So we don't have to think about the church too hard, I don't think, today. That should be the way that it goes. Fulmers subscribing at tier 1 for 2 months in a row. Thanks very much, Fulmers. Appreciate the support. welcome on in. Let's just put away some stuff here. My hotkeys and my brain is going to be all heavy Satisfactory for the first little bit because we've been playing a lot of Satisfactory this week. If you haven't checked out that game, please do. The streams have been really fun. We need that, and go away. Basically, we just need some serious inventory space currently. And I will keep a stack for me. Perfect. Wood box is around here somewhere. There it is. Those back. Constantly juggling inventory here. I think that means we can get rid of this now. Thank you again, Cosmic. Very nice of you. That's my bow. I have like a backpack thing. I've got some stuff in. Don't know where my green bin is. I think it's over here. Hey Shepard, how's it going? Good to see you as always. Cool. Hey, Skull Daisy. Good to see you here as always. So, the first thing I want to look at is this curtain wall and how it is currently shaped. And you're like, what curtain wall? Exactly. This one is kind of hard to see, but I feel like it's a little bit too curved. We've done some cool stuff over this way, but I feel like we want to go a little bit more like what we have there. Have it be a little bit more straight. Probably hit a tower closer to the river here, giving more space between the church and this tower. So I think that's the first thing I want to do. And honestly, we're just going to go from scratch. I'm not going to pay attention to anything that's here. We're just going to rip it out and then start over. Chances are we're going to go look and see what we've done on the other side, on the north side of the gate, and then come back with this. So this is a good illustration of what I use the map for, the map mod that we have installed. I've removed a lot of it, like a lot of the features from it. Not removed, or I've turned them off in the options because it shows you like where mobs are and where treasures are and stuff, and I don't really want that. I want to discover that kind of stuff on my own. But the top-down view is just invaluable when you're building stuff like this. And it's one of those things I'm really surprised that Minecraft doesn't have. I mean, they have maps, yes, I get that. But it just, as part of the UI, I guess. Like, I can appreciate the fact that maybe you'd have to unlock it by building one or making a map or collecting enough paper to get an achievement or something. Like, sure, you know, make it something that you have to work for. Alright, before we get too overzealous there, let's just go count the other side. Oh, you use it as well, Adabar? Cool. So, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7, 6, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7, 6, and 6. So we'll probably try to keep that relatively the same. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I also didn't check the height, but I'm assuming that this is all on the same level. Yeah, okay. Given how they've added a zoom feature with crafted item you have to be manually in your hotbar, I'm guessing that the direct UI implementation of a map isn't really what they want to go for. Yeah, maybe. I wish maps looked better. I wish, like, this uses, like, the natural colors in the world rather than the, like, 8-bit terrible map colors from vanilla Minecraft. So we had 6. So we're going to go ahead and just come here like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How does that look? Yeah, so that our tower was back here before, so putting a tower here I think would be good. And it looks like, oh, I should have checked that. Should have checked that. Thankfully, we have ways to get through now, which is great. Yeah, waypoints are something we turned off on the map mod. You can't teleport, you can't do any of that kind of stuff. It was cool when I was playing modded. Okay, there's 2 there. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, these are 7. Okay. Do I have any cobble? I should get some cobble and some dirt. Just so I can make the towers a different color. Because andesite and stone are too close together on the map. I don't have any dirt. Yeah, teleporting feels OP, but then using it for directions, and that makes sense. You know, like it's something that you can. I use the map like that in Satisfactory. I put down beacons, which are an in-game. They're an in-game thing, and you can see them on your heads-up display, and then you can see them on the map later. And so I use beacons like that in Satisfactory as like waypoints and like marking down like a key item, like, you know, there's iron here or there's caterium there, like that kind of stuff. All right, so we're gonna make this out of cobblestone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that, I think, is a much better distance from this tower up to the church. Because previously the tower, remember, the tower was here just a few minutes ago. I think that's much better. It's funny, our church looks very strange from above. It doesn't look like a church at all. It looks like a beehive. Like, that's a weird shape. A weird shape. Okay. So that is going to be the new direction of the wall. Now, I don't know what's happening beyond this. I feel like we probably want to keep it relatively close to the river, and we haven't done any sort of riverscaping at all on this particular river. So I think I'm just going to let my wall decisions do the thing. And I think this tower is probably going to move. We're probably going to put this a lot closer down to the elbow in the river. But I'm thinking if we look at this one over here, it's like a 45-degree angle. And we did that over there too. Actually, that's not 45. So I'm just wondering if along here we could get away with like just like over 2. Because even numbers from these walls work out much, much better than odd numbers. And I just have to double check the way that I have the Marlin set up on the top. Speaking of Satisfactory, I have any plans for double header streams today? And sorry to be that Cosmic that asks about another game while playing a different one. No, it's fine. And I'm trying to drum up support and viewership for Satisfactory. No, it's totally cool. I'm maybe. It depends. I've got plans at around 7. It's around 3:30 now. So depending on how long and how frustrated I get with Minecraft, I haven't had a. It's not like I haven't been having fun with Minecraft. I've just not been creatively feeling like I'm doing things I want. So it's like not writer's block. It's like when I'm drawing something and the drawing isn't going my way. The best thing is to just step away for a bit. I resisted the urge to play Satisfactory. I think twofold. I had a pretty bad headache last night after I finished playing Satisfactory, and it was because when I'm streaming Satisfactory, the frames stutter a lot, and I'm getting it here too. You can't see it on Twitch because of the compression, but everything goes blurry when I look left and right, and I can't figure out whether it's my mouse setting, a graphic setting, whatever it is. Anyway, what it does, it gives me a headache. And so I have to be careful. And a game like Satisfactory, because it is heavier graphics and stuff, I did find it very choppy last night, so I have to be careful. And I walked all the way over here and I didn't even look at those Marlins. Distracted by good conversation in chat. Stop it. I'm kidding. Don't stop it. We need to... Right, so it's an empty one. So it ends on an empty one. And then the even ones always end in an empty one. So if we did 2s, it would be 1 there, and then that would be number 2. Okay, if that'll work, fine. Yeah, creative block in Minecraft, which is like the biggest pun you can make on a Friday without hurting yourself. And it was 2 in, so we go here. Whoops, that was the wrong one. I kind of like the idea of having the wall go right into the river. Kind of cool. Alpha Mike 17 raiding with a party of 3. Welcome on in, everyone. Thanks so much, Alpha Mike. Really appreciate the raid. What were you playing today? I'm assuming Minecraft. We are building a wall along the river. That's pretty good, although I might want to add a curve into it at some point. Might feel pretty straight from the other side. Yeah, I feel like we might have to push it to do a couple of 4s. Maybe that, or we have to turn it the other way. Either way, we're going to be taking down this tower because this is messing with my brain. Oh, you're welcome, Alpha Mike. Thanks very much for the raid. And yeah, of course, I mean, I imagine that after you've done a stream, you probably want to step away for a second. I often do the same. I feel bad. When I stream, I often stream for 3 or 4 hours, and then when I raid somebody, I really can't stick around. I need to be away from the computer for a little bit. I sometimes will leave things on in the background, like if I'm raiding a server mate, I will often leave the stream going and then walk away, like I'll lurk. And then when I'm making dinner or something like that, I'll have it on in the background maybe, but I usually can't chime in via typing because I'm often cooking and your hands are full of chicken or something, right? Tonight's pizza night though, so no muss, no fuss. Be very good. I don't think we're ordering in. We're gonna go just grab some stuff from the grocery store, I think, but it's a lot cheaper and it's not bad. Like we get pretty good pizza from our our local grocery store. Squid, get out of the way. Another one. Yeah, pizza night's one of our favorites too. It's just easy. Miss Snarky works out on Friday nights usually. It's deadlift day, and so she's usually starving. I'm usually hungry after streaming, and this way we don't have to wait very long to cook. We can just. It takes like what? It takes longer to heat up the oven than it does to actually cook the pizza. Oven time for the pizza is like 16 minutes or something. So it's just a matter of chopping some vegetables, and with 2 people doing that, it doesn't take very long. All right. That's starting to feel a little bit on the straight side. I'd like to try and do something here. It looks like it's going to change to singles along here, which is fine. Technically, there might be another tower there. Whenever I've changed directions, I tend to add a tower. We also don't want to go too far without a tower. How many blocks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably 4 actually with the overhang of the roof. So 4, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22. So about 24 blocks. And we are at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 1. Yeah, so we're at a point where we should have a tower about here. And that's about where I said I was going to put it, isn't it? I think so. I was hoping to have a little bit more distance between the tower of the church and the next tower, but we'll see. How many are there here? I try not to go too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go with 7. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how far is this? That's still pretty close, but not terrible. I was hoping to have a larger distance. Like I was thinking about putting the graveyard behind the church, but like within the city walls. But we might not be able to do that. Fulmer's, yes, I have a pizza stone. I've had a pizza stone for years. Years and years and years. It's black. When I bought it, it was like light beige. It was like the color of the sand. And I've used it so often that it's basically black. Or at least like a dark brown. Okay, well that's maybe we might put a tower there. I feel like we need something else along here. We might have to put. I don't want to put another one of these tower bridgey things, but we might have to. We could do that there. And just not have a wall here at all. But then the wall would have to be on the other side of the river. The goal was to try and completely encase the town. And the issue that I'm running into is that I decided early on... I'm going to sleep before I talk about this so we can see what we're doing. I decided early on to have this south part of the area, which is this section right here, which is all landscaped and ready to go. I decided to make this like the early fishing village that's going to be outside of the wall. So we've got this gate right here. And that kind of indicates like this is the wall, like this is that's one of the entrances to the town. But it means that I've built it already. I don't want to change it. We could change this part. I like this, and I like that it matches there, but not a big fan of this part here. I mean, obviously it's not done, but I just, this is too close to the church. Like, all of this has to be torn down, which I guess while I'm talking, we might as well just take a smack at it, right? Why not? Start at the top and work our way down. This is where I often question, like, is it going to be better to bring a beacon? Should I put up a beacon, or should I just deal with this? Oh, those don't go there. Not so bad with the pick. Netherite pick. Say that. How are my other stuff? Oh, we're okay for repairs. Something else we could take a break to do today. I don't know how to fix them yet because I haven't actually looked at them, but I was informed by other server members that the farms, the carrot farms and the wheat farms and stuff in the Dartmouth Meadows are broken. They're not working. And so we could just switch and do like a technical stream and try to fix those farms. The problem is that they're villager farms, and like I don't know if I'm in the mood to deal with villagers right now. So this is another wall that's probably going to have to follow the river. Wouldn't mind that. Context fixing farms. Oh, cool. Yeah. So the villager farms that we have are I think they're 9 blocks by 7 blocks or something. And essentially what happens is the villager's inventory is all filled up with whatever thing is in there. Carrots, beets, like what I think it's potatoes and carrots are the 2 farms, and wheat is the other one. And then they walk over to the one place that's left to plant them, and they can't plant there because the light level is too low. So they plant the crop pops off, the crop gets sucked up by a hopper underneath the block. But I can't remember what the issue was, but I feel like someone said that the hopper underneath the farmland is no longer pulling the item in. And it's been, like, I kid you not, it has been years since I built those farms, so I don't remember how they work. I don't remember the redstone. I don't know, I like the mechanics of it all. I don't know what's changed. We did a pretty good job in 1.13 and 1.14. When those 2 versions of the Minecraft were released, we did a pretty good job of updating and fixing some of the things, but they were big things that mattered, like iron farms, stuff like that. And we haven't really looked at the smaller things. Creeper farm seems to be doing okay, like all those things. The standard mob farms, we fixed the spider spawner. That one is doing well now too. Oops. I think that's everything. Oh no, got more. I think that's what the issue is. Then when I tested it in creative, it seemed to not work 100% sure. So I know the carrots, potatoes, wheat stay in the farm and don't go into the hopper. Okay, so that at least we have a point of troubleshooting that we could look at that. Shepard, do you do a lot of technical Minecraft? Are you someone that does a lot of farming stuff, or do you mostly do building? It's funny, the people that are new to my channel in the last few months would think that I'm mostly a builder. And I mean, sure, I mean, that's definitely part of what I do. But honestly, most of my contributions to the Citadel server have been infrastructure, redstone stuff, big farms. Wither skeleton farm, that's still not done, by the way. I need to fix the flying machines. I don't remember how to do that either. Bro Wolf MC, rating with a party of 2. Thanks so much, Bro Wolf. I'm assuming you were probably in Minecraft with MC in your name. For folks just coming in, my name is Joel Duggan. I'm a variety streamer, but obviously I spend a lot of time in Minecraft because I do a podcast about it with Pixel Riffs. So if you recognize my voice, that's probably why. Like building farms, but I'm not very good technical Minecrafter. I also wouldn't call myself a builder. So you're just a Minecrafter. You don't identify in either camp. All right. I think we got all of it. Yeah, looks like we did. So for context, for people that are wondering, let's just take a flight. This is the medieval town that I've been talking about for a while on the Spawn Chunks podcast and building since November here on stream. We have removed the wall. You can see right here is where 2 towers used to be, and we've removed them. We had the wall. It was in here. We've moved it all along the river. Actually, that doesn't feel as straight as I thought. We might want to try like a little bit of a move, but we could be okay there. We need to figure out how to continue this wall that goes from the keep down to the gate across here. There's an opening here, but it's obviously very heavily guarded, so it's fine. And then there's the start of the wall here. And I can't for the life of me figure out how I want to do this. We could put a tower here and go across the river. So for the people wondering, that's this area right here. That this little peninsula is this right there. So we could come across there and like wrap things around. It would look weird. So my idea is basically to probably scrap. Oop! That I threw my rockets. Probably scrap this a little bit here and start very quickly to come out and get very close to the river along the edge here. And we could bring it around and tap it into the tower. So there's going to be a bridge here. So we could just do like a loop and bring it all the way to here. But that then, how do you go back? Like, how do you connect this part here? So I feel like we need to do something interesting here. And I'm inclined to do like a circle. Like I'm inclined to do some sort of like circle thing here. And I'm thinking it might be best to find the center line, find the roof line of the church, and bring out a point here and then just kind of go around it and make the church have its own kind of special wall system. That might be the way to go. Doing a survival advancement run. Oh, fun. Blazes and bats. Starting building into a mob farm. Oh, cool. Does it need a wall there at all? Well, here's the thing. You mean along here? I mean, we definitely want to have a wall here, because here's the thing. We want this to be the entrance to the south. So here's the full town, right? We've got the north entrance here. The west entrance is actually right here. East entrance is here. South entrance is actually here, but you have to walk through the old fishing village to get there. And there's a bridge. But there's nothing stopping people from getting up here unless we put a wall across here. So I feel like we need to create something here. And it might mean a little bit of landscaping. But I need to find our center line here. So this is 8882. This is it here. Yeah, this is not nearly as central as I want it. Right, so I'm thinking whatever we do here, we might have to really sculpt this river quite a bit. Like, I feel like we might have to dig. Oh, we've got room. We could take this part out and fill this part in, have it not be so windy. I mean, I like the windy river part, but we could maybe narrow it up. So what I'm thinking is I just want to pick a distance that feels good from that tower for the wall to be. Oh, time to sleep again. Husky Lover 84. Thank you very much. I am well. I hope you're well too. Do you have a husky? Do you have a dog? I've never had a dog. Closest I've come is spending time with Miss Snarky's dog, Tally. She's a Amstaff mix. A lot of what I build on the server I found on my Pinterest page. Oh, cool, Dave Hood. That's awesome. I'm glad that I can help inspire. It's fun to build up those references, you know. It's a lot easier to do stuff. Like we've been doing this church. In this church we have a build reference. Like we've been using, oh, that's small. We've been using this. It's not literal. We're not translating it exactly, but we're, you know, using that as a starting point, right? It really helps kind of like, I find it helps you to make the decisions about scale. Like already I like this better. We might try to keep this wall low over here. Maybe we don't need it to be super high because it's not protecting the inside or the outside, like it's protecting the inside. So this wall could stay the same height to about here and then get larger. But I think we're probably going to need to remove at least some of this so I can see clearly. Bro Wolf, thanks so much for the 100 bits. Very much appreciated. And thanks very much for the follow from Total Thomas Man, Bro Wolf, and Forgotten Vaseline. Wow, that's a unique username. Unique username. All right, so this is our center line, and let's just say we want to have. I'm envisioning like an arc that comes to about here, so maybe about 3 blocks in front of us. That's probably about right. So let's go. If this was the wall, does that feel? Feels far enough away. It could be farther. But I don't think we need to go any farther than that. So this is probably going to be something large like 7. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. And then we have to quickly go into, if this is 7, what we'll do is we'll cheat a little bit and we'll pretend like this is the top of the wall. And we'll do this, that, and that. And that means that that has to be like that. And then we'll do 4. Then 2. Oh no, we have to switch much sooner. Maybe we just start with 2. Let's try that and see how that starts to look. See, now if we have something like this, and then we start doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that work? See how it starts to like sort of encapsulate the church? I think we have to go farther over though. We want to go all the way down there. So we need to go. Maybe we need more of these. Because I like the shape of it at the top. I like this kind of pointy thing here. It could be a little bit longer. What if we just added 1 more here? What's the shepherd asking? Oh, hey, Obsidian, how's it going? Will you bring the edge of the water and extend it up to meet the other wall. I'm not sure what you mean. You mean over here? Yeah, the river will definitely get some landscaping. Absolutely. Like if you look over here, you can see that the sand blocks. We smoothed out all the river edges and stuff. We did the same thing through here, and we started to go up that way. We've done that same thing over there. Obviously, I haven't filled in everything yet, and I haven't dug everything out either. So we're still in the early places of landscaping. I think I wanted to go. Do I want to go one more? No. One, two, three, four, and then this would be two. I think that should be okay. Then here we can maybe do 4. And then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That takes us right to the edge of the water. We can fill this in. If this is what you're talking about, then yeah, we'll probably fill this in. Right, so this gives us a nice cool shape around the church. And if we build it backwards, we can probably work out what's going to go. I think we'll probably end up putting a tower here and a tower there. What is the biggest section we have? I think the biggest section we have is like 6 in a row. I don't think we really push it much beyond that. I guess that's a large section there. Yeah, I think the next thing is going to be to rip this part down. Garlic butter, I like you already. Based solely on your name, if you haven't figured that out. Smaller graveyard behind the church? Yeah, maybe. That would be kind of cool. I'd like to work in some fun little secrets into the build too. Like it'd be cool to have a small graveyard and a crypt, and then have the crypt maybe lead outside the wall. You know, like a secret entrance. I think that's the towers. Oh, no. Well, that's probably going to stay there, to be honest. So again, dealing with this wall, it's easier to do evens than it is to do odds. So I feel like we have to do 2. And then maybe change it a lot sooner than that. Because we could do longer than 6. I don't see why we couldn't do longer than 6. Maybe double it to 12. Grave Robber's Entrance. Yeah, maybe. That could be kind of cool. Listen to the Spawn Chunks podcast all the time, but don't very often catch the streams. That's great. Well, thanks very much for listening to the Spawn Chunks. For people that don't know, that's the Minecraft podcast I do with Pixaros. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Anything longer than this, I feel like we're going to start to feel like it's too long of a straight line. Then right away, you can see we have an opportunity to just do 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, and then maybe... Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's do 4. Do 2 there. And then I guess another 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. See how that feels. Looks okay. We'd have to, I need to change this a little bit. We'll have to figure out this, the top of this tower is going to need some tweaking, obviously, to make that work. It might be worth it just to go straight off of the tower here. So this might change a little bit. But I think the next thing to do is to test the other side to see if it really messes up the river a lot. Well, that's a fun little trick obsidian, yeah. I was thinking more of like an aesthetic secret entrance, not so much like a functional one. Like I'm not planning on hiding anything, but just imagine if you had a graveyard back here, which would make sense, right? You have access here, little graveyard here. It's not very big, like don't get me wrong. It looks bigger on the map than it really is. But if there was like I don't know, some sort of thing here or here, and it popped you out like down there, just like a little, you know, staircase straight down. Could be kind of fun. Worry about that later. So we did 2, 2, and then start to go in singles. So 2, 2. I think it was 4. Brings us right to the tower, which is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 going the other way. Right, this is going to feel funny because the tower is off center, and I'm still not 100% on that. I feel like that's probably cool because it gives us this little nice area here. Plus, I got to remember that we're going to have probably things filled in. The wall's going to be there, so this is going to be up to here. That's still not far away. Like, the inside of this wall is still going to be pretty tight. We might want to... Because the thing about this wall... Oh, well... Oh. I was planning on this being the inside. I should have thought that a little bit farther through. Yeah, I've done one side of the wall here. This is the inside of the wall, and then I've connected it to the outside of the wall. Whoops. We'll have to fix that. Probably right about here is where it'll start to change. Because what I want to do is have this be here. Oh, it is 5. And then 2 that way. It's a little pointier than I wanted, but that's fine. It could end up looking very cool, actually. How many players are on the Citadel now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including me. 7. Hannah plays. Hannah doesn't stream, but she does play from time to time. I'd say Hannah's probably on once a month, if not more. She's very busy. She's a veterinarian, so during COVID, that's a pretty stressful situation, so she can't always make it on. We might want to make this 9 as opposed to 7. And I don't... Well, you know what? We could always... This does look kind of funny, this river. We could probably carve this back a little bit. And I think that'll be, because if we move the wall out here, this is going to make the river feel pretty narrow. But we can always pull it back. This is where things get a little bit tricky. And we have to change this approach. Where is the center of this tower? I think this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then that's the middle there. And that would mean this is wrong. So yeah, if we were to connect, we would want to connect probably there. And then this is 4. I think this should probably be there. And then just 2 here. Should be it. Sometimes the map takes a second to update. There we go. That looks okay. So then we would just do the same thing over here, just bump it back by a couple blocks. So we just do 2 there, singles along here, 2 there, and that should be the double wide wall taken care of. Obviously my little scaffolding bit is in the way. No idea what's coming with this space either. Not sure what's up. Can't imagine it being too much more than that. Whoops. Cool. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. I mean, obviously it needs to be connected, but I think that creates an interesting shape. Now we just have to mimic it on the other side quickly. Wow, Aldebar, you found me on Twitch before the spawn chunks. That's interesting. You're right. That's not usually the case. Very often people come in from the spawn chunks. More than likely the case. All right, so this is the inside, and again we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have to remove all those singles. Okay. There's 2 there, 2 there, 4 there, and then all these have to go. This might actually work out better for the river, this new design. Sleep time again. It's Super Llama. Thanks very much for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Dave Hood says you listen when you're working. Nice. I like being part of people's workday. We had a person write into the show the other week, and they were saying that they enjoy listening to these spawn chunks on their Tuesday commute. So to work and home from work, they listen in 2 separate segments. I thought that was cool. Ravencraft, looks like you need to check out the spawn chunks too. Been brought over by Raid. Yeah, sure. Why not? It's a free podcast. There are 133 episodes. It's a news show though, so don't feel like you have to go back and listen in order. What I would do is listen to a new show, like latest news, latest snapshot. That would have been this week, this past Monday. And then while you're waiting, in between, you can go back and listen to older shows. And we have a new search function on the website. So you could search for things like Eximavoid or Logical Geek Boy or Whip and see some of the interviews that we've done. You could also search for Minecraft Live and find some of the Minecon or Minecraft Live coverage that we've done. And that way you can listen to like key episodes. The other thing we'd like to tell people to do is to go back and listen to the latest release. So like when 1.16 came out, that's when the podcast had a lot of content going on. So that's always good to listen to. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 2, 2. So 3 2s and then a 4, and then a 12. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. This actually narrows this up considerably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonder how close this is going to feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I might have done this too soon. Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, see, it's a nice symmetrical shape, but it feels weird with the tower being off. We'll have to see how this looks. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is it here. Oh, that's wrong. So again, it'll be pretty tight here. And this is why I wanted to put this wall in before we did the church, because if you look at this now. Did I put these here? Oh, this is part of the village, I guess. Like that hides half the church. And that's not the height of the wall. The height of the wall is a lot higher. If we don't lower it, we're probably going to lower it. Because otherwise we're going to hide the whole church. A break when you're ready, says Cosmic Dancer. Yes, I was just thinking that. Thank you. But yeah, like this would hide the whole thing. Even the detail that I put at the top there. I feel like we should probably have the wall go down a little bit so that people can see the church. We might have to have like a minimum level. The rule that we have, I think, elsewhere is 6 blocks from the surface. So like, for example, the keep here, if I can fly over this wall without another rocket, please. please. Oh, I was so close. So inside here, the walls, which are a good size, I think, aesthetically, are 6 blocks tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So if we go back over to the church, and we do 6 up from here, I think that's still the same height. Because this is the same level. We're at 69. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is taller than it should be. And then 6 here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 2 blocks. Plus the Marlins. So again, we might drop this by a couple of blocks. Where's the rockets? What? I don't think I'd want to be much taller than that. I think that'll work out okay. Well, I'm much happier with the shape of this compared to what we had before. I think that looks really cool. I don't know about this section. I feel like we might want to... I don't know. I feel like we either have to put the tower here, which is going to be in the way of the church. We could split the difference. So when looking back at the church, currently the tower is straight ahead. Yeah. So currently the tower is there. We could put it here so that it kind of like overlaps the tower and the roof. So church tower there could be cool. I will tackle that plan when I get back. If you are new to the channel, as I think there are some new people with the number of raids that we've had today, so thank you very much. I take a break about once an hour. It's nothing crazy. 5 or 6 minutes. I usually go reheat my coffee, and then that's the wrong door. Grab a stretch, use the washroom, that kind of thing. So you should do the same. Get some snacks. It's Friday night, and we'll see you back here in just a few minutes. Hero of Earth 1000. Hello, welcome in. I almost read your name as Her Oof Earth 1000, but then I thought, that can't be right. Good thing I didn't do that. 40 Thieves, welcome in. Good to see you. Hello, Creeper. Goodbye, Creeper. Okay. Where were we? We were... Right. Debating on the tower bit thing. So if we do a tower running into the wall here, then we're going to have an issue with... we're going to have an issue with the tower bumping into the church space, I think. Two goes here. Another two goes here. And then we're down to singles. Whoops. If you're wondering why I put these blocks in the middle, it just makes it easier to see what I'm doing. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Building a wall around the south part of the town and the church. And so here's where we could technically put a tower, but I don't want the tower to push even closer to the church, because this wall is like all along here. Right? So I don't want a tower to then come in any closer, really. So if we did a tower, it would have to be a special tower where instead of running into the side of the tower, we may be running it into the back of the tower. So let's run the math again on this. Starting here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is wrong. Right. So at this point, I feel like a cool part to put a tower would be, like I said before the break, to center the tower probably right on this spot right there. So it would overlap a little bit. So the tower would go 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? Yeah. 3 there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that puts it in there. Which does make it stick out into the river a little bit, maybe. We could also make it a bigger tower, too. That moves the tower from that position to this position, which I think I like better. We just have to figure out the best way to do this. I think we just basically curve this down to hit the right spot here, right? That would be my assessment. So the middle is 1, 2, 3. This is the middle here. Probably want to come out at least 3. Don't understand why you would place a tower next to the church tower. I would prefer not, but of course that's your decision. Well, yeah, because I'm the one playing. Yeah, I mean it's because we don't want this entire section without a tower in it, right? The other option is to put a tower right here, which is directly next to the tower. The design aesthetic from the other towers is that we're trying to not have them be too far apart, right? So if I want to keep up this kind of like pattern around, then we're probably going to want to put something here and something there. Don't know. We might want to just go at a straight angle here. Yeah, a lot of the decisions I'm making are not this would how it would work in real medieval times. I want to make something look cool. Usually it was my MO. Thanks for positioning it like that though. 2. Yeah, I feel like if we're going to do this, we're going to come out farther. Whoops. Two, 3. Probably get a 4th one in there. And then we have to start going the other way. And this is going to have to change. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, if we do it this way and we take this back by 1. Then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2s. We could also try a 45-degree tower. We've not done that. I don't know if that's going to look good. Don't know. We could try it. The idea would be to turn this so that it would be parallel with the river almost. I don't know how that would work. We could try it. How would we do this? I want to keep basically that position the same. So go to there. I've never done a 45-degree tower. I don't know if this will good or bad. It would make for an interesting look, though. So 1, 2, 3, and then we'd have 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wow! See that comes in too close. Wow, that's way bigger than I thought. Maybe it can only be 5. I think a tower at an angle would look good there, yeah. I think we just have to move it closer. I think I'm basing the tower on the wrong block. I should maybe move it forward. So have the innermost corner be like where the wall starts. So if we were to put a tower on an angle here, yeah, we'd have it be starting on the second block, maybe? So 1, 2 on the third block. Third block. Not sure if this is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's not bad. That looks kind of cool. We could always make it a little bit bigger. But it's a neat idea. Not done one before. Hopefully it doesn't look like crap. Trying to imagine what it would look like. Yeah, could be good. How would the wall attach to it, though? I mean, this makes sense. The back wall makes sense. We might nudge it like 1 block in. So I need to just bring this wall up to here. Is this where it starts? No. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Right, so this isn't, we have not figured out what's going to happen in this space. More than likely, it would be I don't know what's better to do, even or odd numbers on these towers. Because, yeah, we could probably pull that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this could just be tower here. This whole way. So it'll be 1 more. to there. I think that's okay, and that gives us a spot to connect things. I think at the back. It'll open this up a bit by having a wall on an angle here. Could look cool. That way, when this comes across this way, it doesn't feel like it gets too close to the church. Yeah. If this continued down straight, this would be too much of an alley. I like pushing it out like that. Yeah, it does kind of slope down to the river, I agree. I just don't know about that connection, so again, we might have to push it back by just one. It depends on aesthetics and stuff, but we can figure that a little bit later. The other thing that we need to do is now, I think, go with that connection there as the front of the wall. And then have the back of the wall just come straight off here. But that doesn't line up, I don't think. Oh, yes, it does. Okay. Never mind. Get rid of these. A little on the confusing side. How does that look now from above? Yeah, it's an odd angle. It feels kind of flimsy here for some reason because of how steep the angle is. This feels very strange. But that's not to say we couldn't do something interesting there on the outside. But, you know, fill that in with like bushes or something. And that should work out. Almost want to go a little bit farther. Like I almost want to take from the front. I feel like this angle here, when we go down to singles, I feel like it has to go more like that, down into the front of the tower. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It could look good. It could look not good. And it does look like it's in the right position from the approach from the west, where the tower. Yeah, so that's going to be in front of the church. So that's kind of cool too. Okay. Well, I guess the next thing to do is go grab some dirt and some andesite. And let's just bring the dirt box out here. We're going to need it. Don't need that. Don't need that. Put some sand away. put this stuff over here. I thought I had ink sacs, but I guess I don't. One of these I was just using for the extra crap that I've been picking up. Whoop! Sleep time. Or almost sleep time. I still don't know what I'm going to do for a pattern in this square. You have everything else but ink sacs? Yeah, that's fair. That's very, very, very fair. Well, the good news is that these walls do not require a lot of like super creative brain power. We can just smash them together. We will grab some regular stone stairs, andesite slabs, and I think that's it, right? Yeah. So I think a better way to build these is going to be to do the dirt first. And you're like, why are you filling in the dirt? It's because I have nowhere else to put it. And I really don't want to go through and like mob proof all these holes. So I don't want zombies moaning inside of my walls. Thanks very much. Ways to go yet. We could also use the tower to transition the wall lower. We had mentioned that we wanted to have the wall be a little bit lower. Yeah, so maybe we don't need this to be 6 high here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Surprised with the river work that you do, you haven't collected 3 stacks just from the dummies beaching themselves? Yeah, you know what? I've been avoiding them. I absolutely have been avoiding them. So this will go down by 2 steps. I think that'll be good because I want to show off more of that roof. So we'll start to go down immediately. And then, do I care about that being a block taller? I need to check this. Because if we build it at this height, then there's also the marlins at the top of it that add to it. We'll build it twice. Don't know if this is going to be the exact place, but 3, 4, and then let's just go down by 1. And see which one of these looks better. Hey Joel, played Forza Horizon 3 with my missus a while back. brought back memories from the recollections with Laura on TCC. So downloaded Forza Horizon 4 so we can play together tonight. That's awesome. Very, very cool. That's a fun evening. Thanks so much for sharing, Kendall. That's cool. I will give you a tip. When you start Forza Horizon 4, don't take the Ford as your first car. Take the Audi. The Ford hatchback is terrible. It drives like it slides into everything. It's awful. Don't do it. And when you get to the dirt racing, take the Lancia. I can't remember if that's the name of the car or the name of the manufacturer, but take the black Lancia. Win the dirt racing. That's my favorite starter car, is the black Lancia. Skeet shoot the squids? Yeah, for sure. Mike seems to be picking up a lot of noise today. It shouldn't. The filters haven't been changed. I mean, my window is wide open and it's raining and there's a lot of traffic going by. What noises are you hearing? Oh, Hero of Earth. Thanks very much. That's nice. What do we think? Left wall or right wall? Obviously, it's very gray right now. Do we feel one is high, good, low, bad? Likely the outside window with the noise being open? Yeah, probably. I turned my fan off. It might be that the fan was drowning out the other stuff. Centrist wall? Left or right? There's no... the breathing shouldn't be picked up. I changed the settings. Hi, Joel. Loving the Spawn Chunks recently. Much love. Thanks very much, Eclipse. Appreciate it. Welcome on in. Left? Yeah, I was thinking right. But left is possible. Oh, I see Obsidian. Yeah, I took it very literally. Whoops. I think the only reason I like the left wall a little bit more is because it's less of an even split. So if you look at this, if I go with this design, which is not, you know, cemented in stone, it's like this distance to this distance to this distance is pretty even, whereas this is more thirds. Like this here is about 1/3 of the distance down to here. So maybe we'll go with lowering the block, because that would mean that the wall all along here would be lower as well. So we've got, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means that this would only be 5. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. Cross like this. And then here, there, and there. Actually, that'll work out good, because then you'll be able to see Megan's tower more than if it was higher. So, okay, cool. Decision made. Thank you. Appreciate the help. We might have to get out the old scaffolding here. So that brings our destination along here down by a block. That's good. And this is going to be a tower. And these are going to be lower. work out the details here a little bit later. So this is the top here to bring the dirt up. Okay, so this has to get lower sooner. So this is too high. So what we'll do is start bringing this down like immediately after this chunk here. So then this goes down to that level. And then here it will go down to this level. I think that's it. Oops. Doop. Doop. So yeah, it's only 2 steps down. Good. Cool. I keep on sleeping through the night really quickly. I forget how nice the skybox is from Germsy Boy's texture pack. And this is from several years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago. It's such a cool night sky. I really like it. If you watch closely, you can see shooting stars. And a full moon, which is nice too. That's a pretty shot. Red sky. If we watch for a minute, we can probably see shooting stars. There's one. Nice. Oh, creepers. Hello. That's a problem. That's what I get for flying too high away from my bed. Oh, come on. I hear you, zombie. I'm going to try to get inside. Sleep, yes. Is there any way to watch this from the start, like on YouTube highlights in a past broadcast? Not yet. You can get back pretty far on Twitch with the VODs. But you hit me with the shovel, I think. Yeah, my plan is to chop them up, but I was thinking the other day, I've got this cool new playthrough of Satisfactory, and I'd like to share the VODs, but they're not going to be good on my channel. My YouTube channel is nothing precious either. Like, it's just me. That guy's just smart chilling up there, isn't he? I don't have very many subscribers. I don't have any advertisements play, but I don't think putting up 3 and 4 hour VODs on my main channel would be the best decision. So, what I'm thinking about doing is just putting up a second channel, just Joel Duggan VODs, and then just dumping all the things, like just putting everything in there that we can. I guess I should probably fill this in. Do we want this to go down at all? I feel like going down is kind of interesting. Let's go get some grass here. So yeah, it's one of those things where I just haven't had, I should say I haven't had the time. I have not taken the time to start to edit my VODs. I've got all of the VODs for this area downloaded since November, and they're huge. It's a lot of information. But I just haven't done anything with them yet. I feel like we can probably just keep this low. Is that 3 wide? Oh, this adds to it. This is 3 here. Oh no, this is the... Whoops. Wait a minute. All right, okay. So this is right here. Okay, I shouldn't be doing it this way. I should be doing it the other way around. Animal subscribing at tier 1 for 4 months in a row. Yo, Duggan. Hello. How's it going, Animal? Good to see you. So I kind of like this little drop, like coming back here and having the earth drop a bit. So I think we're going to leave that, which means that we're probably going to put the wall here. And then this will probably be more straight than not straight. That's a decent amount of space, I think. Now this is where I need to go double check to see how far I've been doing this andesite up the wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 1, 2. What tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's about halfway, I guess. I mean, obviously it's got a rough line, but halfway is good. We're gonna have some tall walls over here because of how far it goes down to the river. So I'm okay with that. Might as well put in the andesite now, because it's absolutely all andesite across the bottom. We're not doing anything different there. This is 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. Whoops. This is where some riverscaping usually comes into play. A little bit of landscaping here and there. But yeah, the plan has been mostly to try and get some VODs and stuff going. But I just have not had much time. I feel like I should not have put the cap on these. Whoops. It's amazing how it's just such a little detail adds a lot more life to what is otherwise a very boring wall. A little bit straight. Need to get some more andesite. Right. $36-hour day, 100%. Yep. Yeah, I could use a 36-hour day for all kinds of reasons. For all kinds of reasons. And just fill this in. Well, nope, that's wrong. I'm really curious to see how this tower is going to work. What design we're going to use for it. Because it's not going to be cobblestone. I think I like the position. What blocks are we going to use for this tower? It is in a very strange position, isn't it? Maybe we have to do like a round tower or something. What are our options? Towers look to be the same as the walls. We really have not done too much outside of the realm. These are different. A little bit of a brief history for people that are not all up to speed. This is the newer area, as is the front with all the fancy bone blocks. And then this part is older, and so the church area is kind of like in between. I wonder if we can get away with some stone bricks on the corners. I'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. And I need to get rid of some stuff. Oh, sleep time. Considering offering a 4x10 work week. I've heard that works out really well for people, especially if you have a long commute. You know, like if people are driving in a long time to get to work, then working longer days but having a 3-day weekend makes for a better work-life balance. Like how the older walls have more cobble. Thanks. Yeah, that's the idea. I just wanted to spice things up a little bit, but yeah, I think it works out pretty well. So the idea that I'm having right now is to turn these corners into stone bricks. Don't know what this is going to be, but this would be... Whoa, my ankles are broken. I guess this would be stone. To kind of blend in. We could also make this like a... Could have like an overhang or something. I'm not sure what we could do here. There's some opportunities to do some stuff we've never tried before. This is cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's weird that it's an even number. I don't think that's gonna bite us in the butt as an angled tower. I think we should be okay. And then the other corner is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. So I think maybe designing it from the inside is probably the better way to go, because we know that's what we're going to be seeing a lot of. And then we could just treat it at first, we could treat it like the same as the outside. Just do the same sort of like andesite treatment, you know? Doesn't look terrible. I think it helps differentiate it as a tower, you know? We'll have to figure out how to do an angled door here, because it would make sense that there'd be an access to it, which should be good. Move this over here. Obsidian says, I do work a 4x10. I also work 2 days overtime, so my week is usually 56 hours. Oh, wow. That's a long week. Magic Ninja, hello. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Goes there. And this would end up being andesite to some degree. Probably maybe more than not. I think maybe we'll switch this. Sometimes it's fun to leave a couple of these little guys hanging out. You can also do stuff like this. Helps just add a little bit more detail, a little bit more life. So the tower is going to go here. Let's put the scaffolding in here. Let's add the scaffolding off to the side. So our towers, I'd have to go measure to see. In general, they are, I think, 3 blocks taller than the wall. Although that's a tower for the bridge. But these are 1, 2, 3. So 4 bits of stone, and then we cover it up on the outside with stairs. So 4 bits of stone to get higher. Just so that we can kind of get a feel for how this is going to look height-wise. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can probably just do this. It's been a while since I've built these kind of like roof angle things. I don't know how a roof on an angle is going to look. That could be really interesting. Oh, I can't reach. That goes there like this. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be a dark oak roof. You know, this nice thing about having all these towers is that we can at least make an educated decision as to what's happening just based on the other things around us. Yeah, working 6 days a week is too much. Oh wow, that's big. That is a big tower. It was all said and done. We may have to haul that back down to 5. It doesn't look very big over here. Well, you know, all things considered, we get ourselves about halfway between these 2 towers. Interesting. We may have to shave it back down, but we'll see. For now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, thanks, Hero of Earth. That's very nice of you to say. Sorry, I missed that earlier. I'm glad that you like the build. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun to do. 2, 3, 4. I appreciate that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 you can't see. Okay. We have this coming down, maybe going back up a bit, and then have it go across, up a bit there. Probably about there. So I wanted to finish like the face of it so that when we're over there looking, we can see. You know, with the wall, it's not gonna feel so big. I don't think, with the wall in the way. I think it's probably gonna jive quite nicely. Very cool. Last break reminder probably lost in chat. Have a fresh one. Thanks. Gotta love the fresh break reminders. You can't complain about those. Better than the ones that are stale, right? Can hear the road calling. Wish us luck. Going to lurk mode. Thanks very much, Kendo. Enjoy Forza Horizon 4. Remember, take the Audi and get the Lancia. And keep the pedal on the floor, my friend. And depending on what system you're playing on, it is a beautiful game. I really quite like it. Have a good night. All right, that is a good spot for me to take another break. If you're new to the channel, I take a break once an hour. This should not be news for anybody that's been around for a little while. But thanks to everybody that's been helping out today with I got Bro Wolf, we got Kendo with bits, we've got Animal subscribing, Fulmer subscribed earlier on. I really appreciate the support. Hang out, we're gonna do more Minecraft. I want to try to get this wall up and finished before the end of the stream. And yeah, when we come back, I'll talk to Lewis. I'll talk to you about the mods when we come back. There's just a couple, not very many. Be right back. Alright, looks like we have to sleep. Surprise, surprise. It's funny, you know, my brain has been completely geared with all the Satisfactory streaming lately to step away during the nighttime. Everything feels very close. Oh, I'm fine. Oh, skeleton. Whoa. Well, these guys are going to kill me if I'm not careful. Thank you, Cosmic. And was it Louis? Somebody was asking about mods. There are very, very few. We run performance mods for things like phosphor and lithium. They help the server run better. I also... Another skeleton. I have 3 client-side mods. One is Mambience, which is like ambient noises, like crickets and birds and stuff. You may or may not be able to hear it on stream, depending on how loud it is. The other one is the Shulker Box Tooltip, which I just have to pick up a Shulker Box to show you. It does nothing other than allow me to look inside a Shulker Box with my shift key. You can't grab anything, you can just look. So it just helps when you have like a lot of shulker boxes. And the other one is the map, of course. And I've been debating as to whether I want to take the mini map away. Because I feel like, and this is by no means a criticism, but I feel like the mini map generally makes people ask like, what mods are you running all the time? I use this more than I use the mini map. And I'm using this because we were designing and building such a big area that it just helps to see like a full overview of everything. And we never mind people asking. I mean, of course, it's a totally legit question. I just sometimes it's one of those things where you want to try to minimize it sometimes. All right, let's go. Is that right? Sure. So that is how this is going to connect, I think. Looks like this is going to be mostly stone. Whoops. And I guess we could put some sort of door, I guess here. Really have no clue how to handle this tower. We've made them all like just have floors inside that are even with the walls. Probably gonna have some sort of window over here, or 2 windows. Not sure the best way to handle that. And another door probably here. And probably just no windows on the sides. I don't see there probably wouldn't be a need. I don't think. No. Can probably remove these. Go. Oh, this one too. There we go. It's interesting. It's a weird feeling. I'll tell you that. It's neat though. The shooting star, it just takes practice. Practice in stealing from people, really. Fulmer says that the minimap helps to understand the context. Well, that's good. It's good to know. Whoops. Time to go up here. Actually, we could probably get rid of this now. Fill this in, remove these guys. Good, 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 good. How does that look? I find as often as I try to not repeat a pattern, I tend to just repeat the pattern. I'm not sure if you notice that with your flowers, Cosmic, but I totally... I try not to make a pattern, and the more I try not to make a pattern, the more of a pattern I make. Cool, and it looks okay. Now here, I think I want to knock this back just a little bit. And I want to go 1. Probably 2 there. Or even 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. With another 3. I feel like that feels pretty good. Now over here, just make it feel a little bit nicer. 2. That. Pretty straightforward. I don't think I have any coarse dirt, but we can go get some. Gotta put on a blindfold and place the blocks, yeah. Being random on purpose is hard. I agree, herding cats. with absolutely no irony in your name. Because whenever I've tried to organize random people who don't want to be organized, I feel like herding cats is about the right analogy. That's pretty good. So we're going to take this at least to here. Not sure what's going to happen to the path after that. I don't know what I think about this tower. It does sort of look like it's made from the church, which is cool. We may want to make it all bricks. That might be something we want to do. I don't necessarily think that we want to keep it the same as the wall because I feel like we're going to start to lose some form to it. A teen and two small boys, so organizing random people who don't want to be organized is pretty much my day-to-day. Yep, I can imagine. I can only imagine. Gosh, it's a miserable rainy day here today, but the other day it was very nice outside, about 12 or 15 degrees, and my neighbor's kids are out in the backyard. And I don't know how many kids there are. I don't think they're all from the same household. I think it was like the kids plus the kids' friends. There's about 5 kids under the age of 10 in the backyard. And the screaming and the absolute chaos that was going on was something to behold. I'm not complaining. Like they weren't, it was the sound of children laughing, which one can never be like, kids are laughing. You know, like it was fine. I'm not complaining, but it was a lot. There was a lot going on. That is not what I want there. It was pretty funny. And I think we can put you here. I'm trying not to be too even keel with these. Maybe we'll replace this one. I'm not sure why those do that. It drives me nuts though. So I think on the other wall, I started adding a little bit of andesite in the bottom, and I quite liked it. Maybe not all the time. I'll try to keep it on different levels. Children's laughter is great. However, when it's 6 a.m. and it's you and they try to play a prank on you, not so much. Yeah, no, that's fair. The other thing is that eventually one of the kids out back did not get their way, and there was some crying. But you could tell that it was a young kid, like whining about their lack of control. You know, like they wanted something to happen and it didn't happen, and so they were upset. Because you could hear one kid crying and the other kid was like trying to explain what happened to like an adult or something. I couldn't make out everything that was being said, but it was pretty obvious that one kid was trying to not get in trouble. The other kid was crying about something that didn't happen. It was amusing to say the least. I feel like we've got this pattern pretty solid. Maybe we just don't need this one here. Sometimes too much will creep up and bite you in the butt. Yeah, that's better. Maybe what we'll do is move this to here and remove. Oh, now it's. No, that didn't work. Better. I think maybe we can just get rid of this one. And we'll put this here. A little bit more random. Cool. I like this. That looks good. So now I guess we just have to keep on keeping on and bring this whole thing up to the right level with dirt blocks. Whoop. I forgot to light up a spot, apparently. Good call. Good reminder. Let's put down a torch. Or 3. And this is all andesite, I think. Should probably do this from the river. Nasty air in the back of my head. That's great. Hold on. Wow. That is definitely in there, isn't it? Okay, get rid of all this. Okay, and now back to... I know it doesn't matter that it's stone, but we've got so much of it, we might as well just keep it simple. That way I always know what I'm looking at. As far as, you know, being inside or trying to figure out when you're trying to work out the rest of the build, it's always good to know where the actual wall is. I mean, you might as well fill it. I mean, it's not like we're building it out of, like, you know, terracotta or something harder to get like quartz, because that would just be a waste, but might as well just do it right now with the blocks that it's made out of. Saves me from having to store this stuff later too. And this we'll just leave. Do I have enough cobble on me? Yeah, I do. We'll just leave this cobble. Why not? And now I should probably eat something before I die. Youngest boy is now just old enough to be able to properly engage in the running about the chase, etc. But his older brother is much screeching and laughing. Oh, that's great. That's very cool. Milladog just finished some Satisfactory. Was that your first playthrough? Was that your first time in? I feel like it might be. We were talking yesterday on stream, for folks that don't know. Milladog stopped by and was asking about some tips about Satisfactory and whatnot. So we were talking about the game. First time, 3 hours total so far. What do you think about the tutorial? It's pretty funny, right? Ada, your administrative digital assistant, is, I think, one of my favorite things about the game. I guess the bones are over here. Herding Cats, thanks so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I have to be careful. I've been watching a lot of Kibitz lately, and he has this sign-off thing that he does. It's like, have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye. And I have a hard time not parroting that sometimes, because I've been watching so much of his content. If you want some good Satisfactory content, it's endgame stuff, so it's high-level things. But I am Kibitz on Twitch and YouTube, I believe. Got enough of that. We need a lot more stone. And we're going to need more andesite slabs. There we go. Oh, thanks for the shout out, Cosmic. Appreciate that. Yeah. He streams daily at noon Pacific time. I've been watching him a lot. He's doing like a creative build right now where he's just getting himself... His world was so big and so complicated that it was so laggy that he couldn't play. So he decided to do like a creative build, get himself up to update 4, the same way that we did live on stream, but he's doing it just... He's already done it like a couple times, and he's like, I don't want to play this content again. I just want to get to the point where I can enjoy the new update 4 craziness. So he's doing that. And it's been fun to watch because, of course, there's no limits. He's just kind of flying around with mods. And he's in Update 3 currently, building an Update 4 prep world. And so it's really cool to watch. Want to get that lizard doggo. I ran into him and almost died from the cuteness. Yeah, they are pretty cute. I do like them. Thanks so much, Obsidian. See you later. Have a good one. How far did you get? You're on play update 3, not really wanting to get up into update 4, says Melodog. How are you liking where you are? Like, did you get to the point where... Are you on foundations now? Like, are you building on foundations? Did you take the pro tip and build up high above things? I think we're just going to fill this in, right? That makes the most sense. Just dirt it all up. One of the more recent changes that they made with the game was your reach being 3 down is such a big improvement. Quality of life change. Cannot complain. We'll switch to andesite now that we're at a visible level. More places to store dirt. Miss Snarky was so confused by that when she was first watching. She was like, "What? But why? Why are you doing the things that you're doing?" Doop. Cool. So for here, we know we can use andesite, which is mostly going to be this part there. Doop. Cool. So, how does this look? I think that's pretty far away. That doesn't feel terrible. And I feel like I'm much happier with the space around the church now. Like I feel like it's close to the wall, but it's not like right on top of it. Got a nice courtyard back here. This is still a little bit big. I think maybe the issue with this is I have to make it smaller. And then we don't really know how this is going to be. But if we bring this up, this is the distance over here. Which is, again, a little tight. But right here, it starts to widen out again. So it's only tight in this one spot, which I think is fine. I think we'll be okay. Anyway, unfortunately, that is where I have to wrap things off. It is Friday night, and I have dinner plans, and my pizza is calling my name, and my stomach is saying, you need to go get the pizza. So, if you would like to see more Minecraft, tune in this weekend. I will be back tomorrow, Saturday. We may end up doing a double header tomorrow. I'm not sure. There will be some Satisfactory this weekend as well. You can follow me at Joel Duggan on Twitter. And you can follow me really anywhere at Joel Duggan. Instagram, it's very easy to find. You can check out Patreon, which is one of the best ways to support the stream. You can help me stream more often for as little as $2 a month, less than the prices of a cup of coffee. And thanks to everybody that subbed today, that gave in bits. I really appreciate the support. I hope you all had a good day. And again, keep an eye out on the channel for Satisfactory and Minecraft this weekend. And I will see you soon. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to pass you on to somebody else playing Minecraft. But yeah, have a fantastic Friday night. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now. I'm going to pass you on to Sliced. I think he's doing a achievement scavenger hunt, so that should be fun. I can't stay at all. Please give my best to Slice Lime, and y'all have a good day. Bye for now.